Welcome to the Wealthy Woman's Podcast, a podcast for high-achieving women who are great at making money but struggle to build wealth. You'll learn how to take control of your money, increase your net worth, and make more. Ladies, it's time to create a life with more money and more freedom. Let's dive in. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. I hope you all are having a great week so far. And today we're talking about how to become friends with your money. This is going to be a fun episode. Of course, I have to bring in some of the learnings I've gotten over the last couple weeks from one of my clients, who we kind of been joking around about how she treats her money like the side chick. And so we're going to talk about how that could show up for some of you and how we can really start to create a more intimate relationship with our money so that we can have more of it, so that we can feel more confident, so that we can feel more peaceful and just at ease when it comes to our finances. But before we get into it today, I want to tell you about a slight change that I'm so excited about. So you all have heard me talk about my group program, the Wealthy Woman's Academy. And the way that you learn more about that program is by going to the webpage jermainefoley.com/WWA. Again, that's Jermaine with the G, Foley.com/WWA. And in the past, when you would have gone to that webpage, you could read all about it, get all the details, and then you would click on the buttons to sign up from there. Well, I know many of you are ready. You've told me you're ready to join, but you have questions. You're ready to join, but you want to talk to me first. You want to meet me first. Many of you have never done anything like this before, where you're investing in yourself at this level or, really going for something like this. And I want to make the process for you as comfortable as possible. And so now when you go to that webpage, again, jermainefoley.com/WWA, those buttons will actually lead you to a link to book a call with me so that we can have a short chat about if this is the right thing for you. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, many of you are ready, but you just want to meet me or just kind of talk through it a little bit. You want to get one or two questions answered. You just want to feel a little bit more confident in your decision. And if that is you, this is what I'm doing to make the process easier for you. The webpage is going to be pretty much the same. It's going to have all the details, including the cost, including the structure of the program, including who it's for. But now, again, instead of going straight to buying or signing up for the program, you will sign up for a call with me. And that call will be about 30 minutes or less. And it's just for you to get any questions you have answered. If you just want to really know if it's for you or anything that's on your mind, I want to be there for you so that you can make a decision either way, either a strong yes, like, yes, I know this is for me and I feel confident and I'm ready. Or if it's a no, that's totally fine. The goal for these conversations is just for you to get clarity on if it's a yes or a no. Now, I want to make sure you understand what the Wealthy Woman's Academy is. There are two ways that people can work with me, either privately, where it's just me and you for 12 weeks working on your money. If that's something you're interested in, you can also go to the show notes and just click book a consultation. Now, the Wealthy Woman's Academy is my signature program. I love this program so much because I think it includes the best of both worlds for a price that is less expensive than the one-to-one coaching. Let me tell you how it's structured. So you get the Wealthy Woman's Academy, which is my online course, my online curriculum. I call it Netflix for your money. As soon as you sign up, you have immediate access to it and you can access it 24/7 and binge watch anything you want. I help you really deepen your relationship with money. I help you learn how to stop overspending in that course, how to get out of debt, how to save, how to make more. There's just so many things. Investing, all of it is there for your pleasure. You can binge watch it from the beginning. You'll also, as soon as you sign up, you'll get an email giving you access to the curriculum, but you'll also, in that same email, get a link to book your first session with me, because in the Wealthy Woman's Academy, you also get 4 one-to-one private sessions with me. So you get private help. During those first 4 sessions, you're getting super clear on where you want to be spending your money, where you have been spending your money, setting your financial goals that you're going to work on over the next year, and just getting all your mindset stuff clear so that you can get to work and change your life literally within a year. Now, once those 4 sessions are over, then you're going to get an invitation every single week, except for vacations and holidays. Every single week, you'll get an invitation to join the community live for our weekly group coaching calls, where you're going to continue to get guidance, support, and structure around how you're doing. We want to make sure you're staying on track. When you make a mistake, I want to be there to coach you to get back on track. I want to hold your hand through the hardest parts. I want you to feel like you are not alone on this journey, because you're not. You have me in your corner for an entire year. Okay, so that is what the Wealthy Woman's Academy offers you. And I want anyone who's interested in it to not feel like they can't join because they have a question that is going unanswered. So if you are interested, go ahead and go to jermainefoley.com/WWA and book your call. I have cleared my schedule so that I can offer these calls for you all. And I want you to, like I said, get the help that you want, get the help that you deserve to have. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into our topic for today, which is all about how to become friends with your money. Okay, so there are 3 concepts that I want to share with you. 3 things that you need to do in order to become friends with your money. Number 1, stop avoiding it. Imagine what would happen to a friendship if you avoided that person every time they called, every time it was their birthday, you never reached out, you never spent any time with them, you were just avoiding them. What would happen to that friendship? That relationship, it will go away. It would dissolve. And so just like you would not treat a human being that way, that you valued and that you wanted in your life, you don't want to ignore your money. Okay. So instead of avoiding and ignoring your money, you want to become aware of it. You want to pay attention to it. You want to spend time with it. So here's what I want you to know. Awareness is freedom. Awareness frees your mind from wondering, worrying, and or feeling anxious about the unknown. Ironically, when we ignore our money and avoid it, we're constantly thinking about it in the back of our minds. Questions like, do I have enough? Did I spend too much? Am I on track? Should I be doing this or should I be doing that? Right? And because we're ignoring it, because we're not paying attention to it, our brain wants to know where we are, right? It's a safety thing. Your brain loves to be safe. And when we're avoiding our money, our brains are feeling a little uneasy and unsafe. So it's got these questions kind of worrying you in the back of its mind. Okay. Now, the first step to actually becoming more aware of your money is to stop avoiding it, of course. And how do you do that? One of the easiest things you can do is just look at your accounts. Look at your credit card statements. Know your net worth. You may be pleasantly surprised by your net worth. All that is a simple calculation. It's your assets minus your liabilities. So everything you own minus or subtract everything you owe. And that is your net worth. Find those old retirement accounts. Sometimes I have clients come to me and they know that they have 401ks from previous employers that has thousands of dollars in it, maybe even tens of thousands of dollars, and they have no idea where it is. And because they're in this mode of avoiding their money, they don't even want to go look for it. They don't even want to expend the energy to hunt the money down. And I'm always coaching them on that because your brain wants to know where you stand with your investments. And there's this question of where this old retirement account is. So your brain isn't going to let it go because it wants to know. Now, here's why all of this is so important. Because when we are aware, then we can face reality and make decisions from an empowered place. And the reason why we're able to do this is because all of those questions go away and you're just left with facts. Hard, cold facts. No questions, no speculation, no opinions, just facts. And from there, you get to make powerful choices, powerful decisions to either stay the same or to change. But the only way you're going to be in a position to be able to do that is if you stop ignoring your money and you get really, really clear on where you stand. Get that financial clarity that you really desire. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you stop avoiding your money. Okay, number 2 is to stop treating your money like the side chick. So at the beginning, I told you that I've been having so much fun coaching you all. And one of my clients, she said that, I treat my money like the side chick. And I told her that I wanted to help her to start treating her money like the main squeeze, like the love of her life. And so that's what we're working on together. And I just thought that analogy was so cute and so real because we do treat our money like the side chick sometimes. And this is what it can kind of look like. You want the money to be with you, right? You desire the money, but as soon as it comes, you send it away. And that's kind of what happens with the side chick, right? The guy wants her to come over. He wants her to hang out for a little while, but not for too long. And when she kind of overstays her welcome, he wants to send her away. And that's what we do with our money. It's like, yeah, I'm so excited when you come over. I'm so excited when you come to me. But as soon as I'm ready for you to go, I want to just send you away. And here's the funny part about that. When she's gone, the side chick, when she's gone, he wants her back. And so we do that with our money too. Once we run out of money, once we overspend the money, we're like, oh man, I can't wait to get more money. I can't wait to get paid again. And then it's like this vicious cycle. Now, the cool thing is with the side chick, she's smart, right? And once she figures out that she's the side chick, she's not having it anymore. And so she just stops coming around. And that will happen with your money. So be careful, right? If you're constantly sending it away, if you're constantly not paying attention to it, not spending quality time with it, or only on your terms, then your money might get a clue and just be like, nope, I'm done. Bye. See you later. Call me when you're ready for a real relationship. I just think that is such a fun analogy. And so just get real with yourself. Are you treating your money like the side chick? If so, let's flip that around and start treating your money like the main squeeze, like the woman she deserves to be treated as. Now, with the main squeeze, it's a little different with how you treat her. You want her around you all the time and you never grow old of her presence. You know she's good for you, so you treat her right so that she never leaves. You pay attention to her, you show her love, you show her gratitude, you show her appreciation, but you don't hold on too tight, right? Because you're not insecure. You know that you can let the main squeeze have some freedom and go. And you know she'll always come back, right? And that's the same thing with your money. You know that you can spend some of it, you can give some of it, and it will still come back. You don't need to hoard it. You don't need to be so controlling over it. You just want to know that there's a healthy balance of everything. You're spending in a healthy way, you're saving in a healthy way, you're investing in a healthy way, you're giving in a healthy way, but you're not hoarding money. That's not what we're talking about here. You're giving your money freedom to come and go because we know that money is energy. Money is currency. It loves to flow. It doesn't want to be stagnant. And so that is how you can treat your money. Instead of treating it like the side chick, treat it like your main squeeze. And coming in hot at number 3, which is very much so related to number 2, you want to have monthly money dates with your money, right? What do you do with your main squeeze? You take care of her. You take her out on dates. You wine and dine her, right? And so you want to do that with your money. And I teach my clients, and this is what I do to this very day, is during the last week of the month, I sit down and I have a date with my money. And the first thing I do is I look back on the previous month and I decide what went well, and I celebrate myself. Did I meet some of my financial goals? Did I stay on track with my spending? And then I also want to see what didn't go so well and what I would do differently. So based on the things that didn't go well, I want to decide intentionally what I'm going to do differently next month so that I can grow from that. Because remember, we are not looking for perfection when it comes to our money. We are looking for progress. And so I always go in expecting that there's something that I could have done a little bit better, and that's okay. And I can always grow. And when I embrace my money from that perspective, from this B plus mindset versus trying to get A pluses all the time, then I am not so hung up on little mistakes. I don't let little mistakes derail me where I just want to give everything up. I actually just taught a workshop to a group of ladies at a university recently. And one of the questions was, what happens when you have an unexpected expense, right? And once that expense comes, you just want to throw the entire spending plan or budget away. And I shared this concept of B plus with them. Like, just go in expecting that it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be an unexpected expense. And I know that you all can handle those, right? The problem comes in when we go in trying to be perfect, and then when something doesn't go right, we just want to throw it all away and say, you see, this doesn't work. I knew I was just bad with money and this is never going to work for me. That is not true. And it's so funny because, again, I shared this B plus mindset. And at the end, the lady who invited me, she kind of reiterated some of the topics I spoke on and some of the one-liners I had. And she said, I love this B plus concept because B's get degrees, right? And remember, I was at a university, and so everybody laughed because it's true. People who get B's also get degrees. And I told her I was going to steal that. And here I am stealing it. So B's get degrees. We do not have to go for A pluses. B pluses or B's in general are fine. And it's okay. We're not going for perfection. We're going for progress. Okay, so the other thing you want to do when you have your money date is you want to plan ahead for the next month. And so you want to decide what you'll do with your money the following month. And when we plan our money ahead of time, what we're doing is using our prefrontal cortex. That is the higher part of your brain. That is the adult part of your brain that is concerned about your short-term and long-term well-being. It's willing to give up the instant gratification for what's best for you in the future. And it wants you to be growing and consistently setting and hitting your financial goals. Now, back in episode number 7, I broke this down even more. I talked about the two parts of your brain, the primitive part of your brain and the prefrontal cortex, and why there's like this tug of war that's happening with your brain and your bank account. That was episode number 7, titled The Battle Between Your Brain and Your Bank Account. If you want to learn more about that, go to episode number 7 and check it out after this episode. Now, when we do not plan our spending ahead of time, when we do not have a date with our money and do what I'm talking about, we by default leave our primitive brain, the toddler part of our brain, in charge of our money. And that part of our brain is only concerned with instant gratification. It doesn't care about the future or any consequences that you may have to face based on impulsive money decisions that you may make in the moment. Right? And when we do not plan our spending ahead of time, when we do not have this date with our money on a monthly basis, you are by default, as I said, you're leaving the toddler in charge of the house. And we do not ever want the toddler to be in charge of the house, only the adult. But when we do not sit down and have dates with our money and spend time with our money, by default, we're just letting the toddler run the show, and that is not what we want to do. So I hope you are now inspired and motivated to become friends with your money by 1, stop avoiding it and to become aware of it. Number 2, to stop treating it like a side chick. And then number 3, to have monthly money dates with your money so that you can make powerful decisions about how you'll use your money ahead of time. And that is putting that prefrontal cortex in charge of your money instead of the primitive toddler brain. Okay. Now remember, if you want to join me inside of the Wealthy Woman's Academy, go to jermainefoley.com/WWA and book your consultation so that we can talk about if it's a good fit for you. Or if you want private coaching, you know how to do that as well. Just go to the show notes and book a consultation. All right. I will see you all later. Bye-bye. Hey, before you go. If you're ready to create a life with more money and more freedom, then you're invited to join the Wealthy Woman's Academy, my signature coaching program where you'll learn how to take control of your money and build wealth without sacrificing your lifestyle. To get started, head on over to jermainefoley.com/WWA. That's Jermaine with a G. See you over there. Bye-bye.